We're here. We did it. Welcome to the
We're late.
Subforce podcast. We're late. We're very late. We were going through some major technical difficulties,
It was
so
my fault.
it was not
So
her
go easy
fault.
on Prose.
The dog's already going. So, my name is Brose Wood. I am a stream manager over at Support Force. I have a yelling animal after technical difficulties, so you can obviously tell by the smile on my face that we're having a great time. Um, we are here.
Sure.
I would like to introduce to you my lovely co-host.
Hello, I'm Taurus. I'm the lovely co-host. We're happy to be here tonight for our feature creator podcast on Thursday, not Wednesday. That's not normal for us.
Not normal. But if you don't know what the Featured Creator podcast is, every 2 weeks we pick some creators to be our person that we put out their content as much as we can. We tweet them out, we Instagram them out, we promote them all over the Discord. To get that,
We support that support.
we support it. Hashtag STS. To get that, you need to get those levels up. Level 20. That's how you get that right there. And yeah, it's lit. This week we have two of them. Last week you saw Glitter Queen. We had a great podcast, a very long podcast, but it was great nonetheless. And here, this week, we have a musical artist, an EDM aficionado, a Dance Revolution just savage, monster, insane. I'm a savage. Not a TikToker, not yet. Not yet.
And now he won't be.
Probably not. But I would like to introduce to you Mr. Jenga.
What's Gucci?
Jenga! What's up?
What's up, y'all?
So I did a little bit of an introduction. How about you? You're probably better at explaining what you do. So if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am. Well, my actual name is Nick, aka Jenga. I am a full-time music producer for the past 3 to 4 years, and that's basically like all I've been doing was just kind of just trying my best to, you know, my my main goal is to just like make people happy with what I create. And then it's like I've done things like commissions, like making intros for people and their streams and everything. And it's like, as to me, it's like as long as they're happy with what I produce, and that's all that really matters. And yes, I am a I am a Dance Revolution savage.
We've been seeing clips in the server.
Yes, the cool fact is that like I've been going about it for about 7 years, still going on 8 this year. So I've been playing. I actually have been playing Dance Revolution longer than I've been making music. So I that's kind of the fun fact about myself.
So initially it
Got
was you wanted to be the Dance Revolution pro rather than the musical artist.
I'm still working at it. Yes, that was like the main goal. Is like before I even started music, that's all I was playing. It's like I would go to Dave and Buster's and I would just play like at least 3 hours straight, and just like that's where all my money went.
you number one on the leaderboards ever?
Oh, I was in one competition one time. There's not much competitions here, but we did hold one. I was able to. I think I placed like the top 10. I want to say top 10. Yeah, because there's people on this island that are way better than me. Like Garrett, like they're way more savage than I am.
So you say island. Do you wanna let us know where you're from, where you're at in this here world?
I'm right now currently I'm from Hawaii. I am currently living in Hawaii.
That's really
But
cool.
yeah, it's small island.
Have
It's
you
small
always lived
island for
there?
sure. No, I was originally born in the mainland, but because of military, we had to do a lot of moving, and then I did live most of my life here in Hawaii.
Really
Most of
cool.
my childhood was here.
Like Hawaii is like the vacation destination. You get to live there all year round. I'd say that's pretty cool to me.
It's yeah, a lot. It's really great for vacation wise. It's just like living here. It's pretty
I was
expensive.
I was just
Oh,
gonna
it's
ask,
expen-
would
yeah,
you say it's cool?
yeah.
It's
That's what I was
cool.
going out with that.
It's cool. I love living here. It's just sometimes it can be pretty expensive.
Mm.
Yeah.
Are you a swimmer? Like, do you enjoy like the ocean and everything?
I I don't go out much to the beach, but when I do like to just chill and just lay on the, just get some sun.
Yeah,
Even
right.
though even though I'm white as heck. But I used to
Same
be
dude.
tanner. I used to be tanner, believe it or not.
Yeah,
You gotta get out in that sun more.
I got to get
Yes.
some of that vitamin D.
Yeah.
Rose, the camera light's not an excuse. I got a camera light on me
No,
too.
but like the camera adds some pigmentation to this skin. I'm much whiter than this in person.
I have like a full light over here, so it's making my skin like way whiter than it has to be. Then I really look. Jeez, but yeah, it's
So,
I.
paying attention to chat over here, I see we got some brothers in the chat. Shout
Oh
out to the
yeah,
brothers. Hi,
shout out.
brothers.
I got my two oldest brothers, Elmo and I being 808. Those are my two older brothers. I am
Who's
the
the
baby.
oldest?
Larry.
I'm the baby. I'm the baby. Hello.
Elmo. Elmo's the oldest.
Almost the oldest.
Yeah,
Larry.
and I'm the baby. I'm the baby.
I just learned his name was Larry today. I didn't know.
Larry.
Well, there you go, everyone.
It's a
Secrets
whole
out.
Subforce family. It's wild. You, Bean, and Elmo are all in Sport Force. I think that's really cool. Bringing up.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
have another brother?
I have another one, but yeah, he's like currently. Yeah, he's not in the Discord right now.
Is he a gamer too? Are you all? So we talked about like DDR and everything, but is that like where is that your initial foyer into gaming? Like, what was your first game that you remember playing?
I think my very first, as far as I can remember, man, that goes years back. So like before I took it seriously, I was actually a big game freak on like Nintendo 64, like Super Mario 64, Super Smash Bros. And then I think when I finally started taking seriously, I was like playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the
Yeah.
very first one.
I
And
mean,
then
good games
yeah.
to get into, honestly.
Oh yeah, I was a beast. Like, not to brag, but it was cool. Like all four of us would play together, like online, and then we would sometimes we would all of us go on like different teams just so we can like kill each other, and then you just hear all of us screaming throughout the rooms. There's like, why are you doing, like, dude, how the heck did you kill me first? And I'm just like, I don't know.
Just better.
I'm just better.
Just better.
I can vouch for that because I played Call of Duty with Elmo last night. Oh my god. I don't know if like his old fingers are just a little bit,
Elmo
not
says
keeping
I'm
up.
better.
Oh, so well, we all got the trigger fingers.
Yeah, right. He's a
Or, like,
beast at some Apex, but
or if you use like the semi-automatic rifles, and then you just go like shoot it like an automatic weapon. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
That's me right there. I got the trigger finger.
So
But yeah.
gaming is lit and everything. But you are much more the music man.
Yes. So I was a gamer at first, and then I think it was around like once I graduated high school, when I was 18, when I was finally old enough to go to events. I went to my first event. My brother Bean brought me to my first event, and it was a really great. It was awesome. Like the music, all the DJs came down. It was hard to adjust at first because I wasn't used to listening to EDM. I was more like on the I listened to a lot of hip hop and rap, but then I got in once I went to the event. That's when I decided like, oh, I actually want to be up there one day. So that's when I started DJing.
That's
and
so
then
cool.
and
You
then
were just
after,
inspired.
yeah, it just got me because everyone was having a good time, and I was just like, it was just really I'm the kind of person that really loves it, like new experiences. Like I love getting out of my comfort zone. So if it's like really challenging or anything that I'm not used to, I'll do it anyway. I'll be like, okay, yeah, let's bring it on, let's do it. So and then after that, I became a DJ, and then maybe like a few months after that, that's when I started getting more into the EDM producing, and then ever seeing how much I loved it. Like I never loved anything else besides DDR. But after that, that's when I decided to just make that my passion and just keep going for like the past 3 to 4 years. And
That's so
still
cool.
learning, still learning.
Well, you
Wait,
make some great stuff, honestly. Like there's a lot. I know I like on these pods I usually like praise really highly of the guest, but like there's some stuff that I listen to semi like what's it called? What's the word called? Frequently, that's the word. I couldn't remember.
oh yeah.
I listen to a lot of your stuff like on the reg, and it's really good. And I have like
Thank
I
you.
have like the two songs that you have on Spotify. I have in a playlist that I made. So
Hey.
I love it.
I
It's
actually
great.
do too.
Oh, thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. And see, that's the kind of stuff that makes me want to keep going, keep motivating. Because as I like just seeing the fact that it puts people smiles on people's faces, and I'm like, it just it's there's no better feeling than
Mm.
to actually like you know people make something for people to enjoy, even on a
Oh
regular
yeah.
daily basis. It's just like that's all that matters. That's all I want to see.
Well, and the fact that you enjoy it so thoroughly as well, it's just like a win-win for everybody.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's not just us saying that you have awesome music. I mean, we have tons of people in the community that, I mean, Sloppy's a good example. Sloppy, he has a whole intro to his entire stream with your song playing as the intro.
Yeah.
That was specially made
A
for Sloppy
custom
too, right?
song that you made
Yeah.
for him, right?
Yeah,
So
that was like I think that was my first time too making an intro for somebody, and yeah, it was awesome. Like we both loved it in the end. It was just like just the fact that he when he used it for his streams, and yeah, and like I just loved the fact that it really made him happy, and he really loved how it came out. It's like that was like the first time I ever took on something like that, and yeah, and it just
I
came
feel
out.
like the pressure was on. Like you
Yeah.
really had to make him happy.
I always tell people like if they ever want me to make them something, I will make sure I go like 110%. Like I'm not gonna like go soft on anything. I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna be like the best track they'll ever have, and something that nobody else will have. So I'll make sure that it's for them specifically.
That's awesome.
It really is.
But yeah,
So do you have okay? So you talked about how Bean took you to your first event.
yeah.
Have you been to any of like the big EDM festivals or anything like that, like Coachella or anything
I
like
ha-
that?
I haven't, sadly. I've never even been to EDC yet, and
Mm.
there are times where I wanted to, like I was really close to going, but I think there was a time I was supposed to go to EDC, but a lot of things happened with my job, and it ended up cutting a lot of my pay, so I ended up getting paid half of what I was making. Yeah, so after that I had to cancel everything, and yeah, it was really bad because I was so excited to go to.
That's
So
tough.
I've never been to any mainland events. It was mainly just here in Hawaii, just like at the clubs and everything. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I remember Elmo was telling us that he went to in Vegas, I guess.
yes,
Is that like the main one? Is it's in Vegas?
it's one of the main ones. Yeah, EDC is the main one in Vegas.
Yeah.
That yeah, it's. I think I was supposed. That was the time too that I had to cancel everything. I was supposed to go with them that year too. But
Oh, that's so tough.
yeah, it it's okay. And there's
Circumstances happen, like the beginning of this podcast.
yeah, technical
Oh my
difficulties.
Yeah,
gosh,
and
I know.
he
He
was
was
there
just
listening
sitting
the
there
whole
so
time.
quietly. He's just so patiently waiting
I'm
for
just
his moment.
I had no problem. I'm just like I wish I could help. I wish I was a tech person. I'm just like, man, I feel so bad because I want to help them so bad.
I
Oh
mean, we
my gosh.
figured it out pretty handily. Like we did
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple troubleshootings, and then you know what? Come over here.
There's like, all right, I'm here, guys. All right, what's the problem?
What's going on? Boom.
Vash,
what can I
Vash
do?
and Marina, I saw your questions. I wrote them down so we won't forget them. But just a reminder, if you have a question, type question and tag Subforce, and when we get to that segment, we'll be sure to ask your question.
Any questions? He's an open book. Just kidding. Don't ask him like weird things.
I read. I'm the pages, not the bio. I don't know if that came out right, but it sounded good.
It sounded good.
It sounded good. It sounded like it made sense.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just like going through in my mind.
Like, what should I say? Stupid things, or let it just happen. That's how my brain works. It's like, do I say like the funny joke answer to this, or do I actually answer it?
Sometimes I say it and then I think about it after I say it. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said it.
So we okay. So I'm gonna bring this up. We talked about our pigmentation. What is your nationality?
I am 100% Latino, Mexicano,
Yeah.
Mexicano. But I don't look like it because I don't go out anymore.
Same.
I don't go out to get some sun anymore, so I don't look tan.
Same, dude. Honestly, same.
Usually what I do to make up for it is that when I grow my facial hair, I would shave all of this except for the beard, like the goatee. And then I would have my hair like slicked back and be like, okay, that's good enough.
Full cholo mode, huh?
Full cholo with the flannel and everything.
Yes, bro. I need to get a flannel. My hair's too long to be cholo though, unfortunately.
And as we saw Vash's was it Vash that said it earlier about you shaving your head bald?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah,
Vash
I saw that too.
Dark Alpha.
I saw that too. He ain't gonna do it.
Not gonna happen. That's a big donut right there. Like the biggest you can imagine. I haven't shaved this head in like 6 years. So
jeez,
not gonna happen.
That's 6 years worth of hair. Yeah.
This is like a year worth of facial hair though, so I mean that's kind of sad.
I'm trying to grow out my hair too. I'm trying to like, I don't know, you can't really see it. Like,
you got some flow. You got some flow. I see it.
I'm trying something new. I'm trying to grow my hair so I can just put in a man bun in the back. And then have like
man bun.
Man bun. Get like that full mafia look with the black button up and the gold watch and everything. Right?
Hard.
Look hard.
Well, here's one question that we could start with, and then we can bounce back and forth between chat's questions and our own, because we got quite a few questions coming in. But Rabble, of course, always asks us, what animal and why? What animal would you be if you could be any animal, and why?
Oh, wow, I actually never got asked that question before. Shoot. Usually, I guess for me, I would say I'm the kind of fast and furious type of person. So I'd probably say like maybe either a tiger, maybe.
Okay.
I'll say tiger.
They're pretty fierce.
Because I'm sneaky too. I'm pretty sneaky too.
The stealth.
You can be sneaky, but then you can also just
Once I see my prey, I'm out fast and furious. Yeah. So yeah, I would probably say tiger.
That's respectful.
Marina wants to know, what was your proudest moment in your music journey?
My proudest moment in my music journey was probably, I guess, let me see. I guess when I made a track, let me see. I guess I made a track one time, and I used to have I actually got one of my one of these other DJs. The name is Ryan Brown. His DJ name is Ryan Brown. I made a track and I showed it to him, and I got like the best reaction out of him, saying that, dude, this is like the best thing you've ever produced that you've ever shown me. And and he's pretty up there too. So to hear that from someone that you kind of looked up to, and saying like, "Oh yeah, dude, your stuff is good," like, or something like that. That really like brought my
True
energy up.
validation.
Yeah,
That is
it's
so cool.
getting recognized by a really popular DJ is really it really is motivating. So yeah, I would say that's my proudest moment.
That's a
Yeah.
good moment.
I like that moment. We got a little bit of a loaded question here.
Ooh.
From Bean. Who
Oh
I
no.
saw that when that
Oh
one
no.
came in. I was like,
Oh. Oh no.
who is your
Oh.
favorite brother?
Oh my gosh. You really gotta ask that question. Can I just say all? Can I just say I love each and every one of you equally?
That's a cop out. Who's your favorite brother?
I had a feeling. I had a feeling that would come.
I feel like since it came from Bean, you have to automatically say Bean.
I have to say him. I have to automatically say Bean.
But then if Elmo asks the same question, you gotta say it's Elmo.
How about this? I would say okay. When it comes, how about this answer? When it comes to like my passion and music wise, I would say Bean because he's the one that brought me into the music scene, the EDM scene. So that and without that, I wouldn't have been where I'm at right now. So
That's a great answer. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
and then Elmo, he brought
Way to
me
go,
into
Elmo.
and then Elmo brought me into Subforce, which led me to even more like motivation, people supporting and everything. So then I would say him. So there you go.
Boom.
That's my
Answered.
Man,
Take
who's
it
your
or leave
favorite
it.
brother? And you answered all of them but one.
Oh, tough.
Oh jeez. Well, of course, like John, like well, it's because like John, he's like John's always been there for me too. So whenever like I would feel like more down and everything, he always brought me back up, and he also supported me in the music too, like wanting to do like stuff with me too, like make beats together and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like
It
I've
sounds like you guys
gotten.
all have a really good relationship.
I
That's
like
really
that a lot.
awesome.
Yeah, sound close.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
They all have
We are.
their different perks.
Yeah.
We all have our different personalities.
It was a great answer, but it was also a very diplomatic answer because like each and every single one of them, they got their own thing. It's all good.
They all got their share.
No one can be mad about that.
I do it. I'm the equal person. I like to do it equally. I don't like choosing favorites like that.
I feel that.
Rebel wants to know who is the strongest brother.
Wait, we say Elmo?
Elmo's got to be the strongest one, right? Look at him, he's tough.
Wait, he said who's the strong? Wait, who asked that?
Rabble asked who
Did I
the
say
strongest
Elmo?
one is.
Who's the? Yeah, I thought you said Elmo. So I was like, oh.
Oh, Rabble said who's the strongest brother.
What do you who's the strongest?
I think he means physically because of Elmo's big muscles, but that could just be my.
Oh, okay. What do you mean by that? I'd probably say Elmo because I know he'll probably wreck me. Yeah. I'm not a fighter.
He's a tough guy. Tough guy.
I mean, I took Taekwondo for like 3 years, but I don't know. It's been a while. I'm not as flexible as I used to be. I don't know.
All right. I have another question from Wolfie. He asks, "You were a mil brat, right? So military brat. What is your favorite base that you've been on?"
Was it Hickam? So I would say what? That's Navy. Hickam Air Force. No, Air Force. No, that's an Air Force base. Sorry. Let's see. The base I'm currently at is an Air Force base. So I would say I actually really enjoyed being at this base because like everyone over here is like super friendly. I made friends with people that I just met. Like I didn't even know who they were, but automatically we just like we're acting like we known each other for years. And it's and the stuff that they have like at the stores is like weird, like good weird. So like for example, I would say so. They had like a tall can of like Coca-Cola, right? So then they actually had a can of Coca-Cola with coffee in it, or vanilla Coke with coffee in it.
Oh, I think I've seen those before actually.
Yeah, I've seen that. I was just like, wait, this exists? I'm like, how does anyone even drink this? So then I bought it, and then I drank it, and I was like, it's actually not that bad.
I remember Coca-Cola had something called Coca-Cola Black, and it was literally just black coffee and Coca-Cola put together. It was disgusting, but it was still cool that it existed. You know,
Oh, I see.
I had it one time because like my grandfather had it. I'm like, I'm good. But if you
It's
like that stuff, I mean,
it's okay. It's not
hmm
something I would drink on a daily basis, but just thought I'd give it a shot, and it's okay.
vanilla probably tastes better.
Coke vanilla with coffee. Yeah, that's what it was called. It was pretty good. I liked it. I'm not very picky with what I eat or what I drink.
I've had carbonated coffee before, but it wasn't like coffee mixed with soda. I think it was just coffee with like club soda in it or something. Something
So
that made it carbonated.
it had like that fizz, that
Yeah,
fizziness.
but it just tasted like sweet coffee.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever had that.
I thought it was pretty good.
It sounds good. I'd be down to try that. That's
Cherry
awesome.
Coke is the stuff. Everyone, we got some Coca-Cola fans in the chat.
Coca-Cola. I mean, to be honest, I drink a lot of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper was my top soda, but I'd say Coca-Cola is my second favorite. Yeah, I drink a lot of Coca-Cola.
When I drank soda, because I don't drink soda anymore, but I liked Coke. It was like the only dark soda that I liked. My favorite was orange soda.
Oh yeah, orange soda is good too. I don't know if anyone remembers the Soda Surge.
Huh.
Oh yeah,
That
that was like if anyone who remembers Surge, that was like the most unhealthy, most un. It was really good though, but it was like so much. There was like so much sugar in it. It was just like
it was
so
good.
unhealthy. It was good though.
Yeah,
It was good, but really unhealthy.
they re-released it by the way. It's out there still.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah,
Ah, dude, I gotta get one.
I used to follow them on Facebook. Lit. Lit.
Yeah, they should sell it online so I
I
can
think
like
they
order
do
it.
actually.
Oh, dude.
I'll
Okay,
send you
now
the link.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
The link.
I'm gonna order that.
And we gotta ask some of these questions before they disappear. We got
Okay.
so many questions coming in. It's awesome. Who is your favorite person? Marina wants to know this. Who is your favorite person to collaborate with on a track?
um, let me see. It's like that I've already collaborated with.
Yeah.
Um, I've only collaborated with one person, and that's my music manager, that Nick Fisher.
So he's your favorite.
That's the. But if I okay, so we that track Arcadius was the one that we made together, and it came out so great, and we worked so great like on that track together. It was amazing. So yeah, I really loved working with him. And so like if there yeah, so I would say like if I wanted to collaborate with somebody, I would probably say like if anyone's ever heard of Keizo, he's like the one of my top DJs that I I'm trying my style. I'm trying to aim for more his style, but then with my own twist to it.
Okay. Shout out to
So
Keizo.
yeah, Keizo.
Keizo, if you're out there.
I have a jersey dedicated to him. So
Oh, that's really cool. It'd be if you worked with him, it'd be like kind of like a like that. That's like a goal and
A
like the
bucket
whole thing.
list.
Bucket list, check it off. You know.
yeah, it's one day. I still have a long way to go.
One day.
One day. Once I get his attention.
So we have another question here from Vash. Kind of random Vash, but you know we out here. Do you have a hat collection? If yes, can we see it?
Hat collection? I do not. I used to have I don't know where they went, but I used to collect fedoras.
Okay.
I used to collect fedoras like back then, but I have no idea what happened to them.
Oh,
I had like 3 or 4 different ones, and I was like, I would always wear them everywhere I go. I was like one of those
my
like
lady.
Oh
yeah,
no.
like I was like that. Whenever I take pictures, she's like hold it like that. That was that kind of person. But
I
I
mean, whatever
actually,
floats your boat, you know.
I mean, I like the way I looked in it, so that's all that matters. But
I think
I
the
was
hat.
actually thinking about. Oh, sorry, what?
No, no, it's fine.
I was actually thinking of starting to collect fedoras again.
It's a
Are
fun.
they coming back into
It's a
style?
fun like collection to have. I think so many different kinds of colors and materials and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I collect knives.
Bro, so do I.
Bro, oh my god, is it over here? I gotta grab. Wait 1 second. Let me see if I can find it.
He's been inspired.
I'm a knife collector too, so you know we. It's like Glitter Queen collects pops. I collect
Alright, that was
pops.
quick.
Jenga collects knives. I collect knives. It's lit.
Yeah.
I don't collect
So
anything cool. I collect keychains.
that's cool. I'll collect keychains too.
I used to collect keychains as well. Like back when
Yeah.
I
What are
was
you
a kid,
talking about?
I had so many. I had these like Star Wars ones. They're really cool.
I think the hat question came about because Rabble made a comment about, look at that dad hat.
Oh,
This one right here. Yeah. Or it's like, yeah. Shout out to Ed and Eddie, whoever
oh
loves
my
it.
god, it's
Oh my god.
My favorite pin. Yeah,
That's awesome.
that was my childhood show. I love Ed and Eddie. Favorite
Great show.
character was Ed. The dumb one.
Double D.
They were all done.
Double D. I like chickens, Eddie. But yeah, so my collection. This is one of my knives.
Oh, that's really cool.
And this one. This is like one of my top favorites. I got it from this website called Elemental Knives, where they sell these for like 50 something dollars. It's actually
Yeah.
not too bad.
I was always a pocket knife kind of guy. I just like had one in my pocket all the time.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
I always carry one to work because we always have to like cut boxes and open them.
Yeah,
so I always
exactly.
carry pocket knives. And then this one, this bad boy, was also.
Ooh, bell song.
This
That
is
really
like.
cool.
But yeah, this. Every time when people try to like, it's like, oh, can I see your knives? And I'm like, okay, be careful with it because I take care of my knives, meaning I sharpen the heck out of it.
Yeah.
So if you were to just touch it, you'd start bleeding already.
I was the same way. I still am. I just don't really collect anymore because it's an expensive hobby.
It is. That's yeah. Like once I got into music, I had to stop buying those because I read there's like all of my music stuff was mad expensive, like almost over $2,000 worth of production stuff. Yeah, that's how much all my stuff was. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean it's working out pretty well.
Expensive hobbies.
Yeah. I mean,
sometimes
a hobby ain't worth it if it's not expensive, you know.
I mean, sometimes yeah, if you're like that passionate about it, the money don't matter.
Exactly.
To be honest.
You're not wrong.
So we have another question here from Panic. He asks, "Do you play any instruments? If you do, what's your favorite?"
I played a lot of percussion when I was back in middle school, so I really loved playing like the xylophone, the drums, xylophone. There was even a time when I was the triangle person. And I was just going like ding, 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 ding. I was like, no, that's me, everyone. No, that's me.
Look at me.
But look, see what I
took
can
it
do.
very seriously.
I take music very seriously.
He's a passionate triangle player.
But so yeah, the triangle, the drums, xylophone. I also took a couple semesters of piano. And piano, I'm not a pro at it, but I do know the basics, like the arpeggio, the C scale, and all that. I know the basics. I would say probably that was one of my favorites. Is the piano. I think
I've seen you have a couple videos on your Instagram of you playing piano.
Oh yeah, I think I posted one of them in the clips too. I think it was a clip. No. It was probably on my feature on the feature creator channel, I posted a Instagram post on one of my other Instagram. I was playing like a song on the piano. It was one of my finals when I was in college.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't realize you played the piano until I saw that FC post. I thought that was really cool. I thought you were just simply, EDM and doing stuff in softwares and everything. I didn't know that you could actually
I do it every now
tickle
and
the
then.
ivories.
Yeah, sometimes I would record some piano keys just like whatever I hear in my head. But most of the time when I'm making music, I kind of just draw everything by hand.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm more on the software. Like I draw everything by hand. Whatever I hear in my head, I just draw it and then I just adjust it after to whatever sounds good.
Okay.
That's really cool. And so Tara Knight has a
Yeah.
question. What music softwares do you use and how expensive are they? I know that you use Ableton, and I
Yes.
know using Ableton by hand.
Like I just everything's just by my mouse. Like I use my mouse and I just draw everything in the software in Ableton.
Hmm.
The Ableton suite is like the full version of Ableton is like over $700.
Yeah.
Yeah, around 750, something like that. And so I had some people ask me too, like, oh, should I get like the one below that with I forgot what it was called, but that was like around 300. I'm like, dude, if you're gonna take music seriously, you gotta get the full version. You have to get the full one. Unless you're just messing around, I would just say get the cheaper one. But
Hmm.
And that's not that doesn't even include all of the packs that you can get with it, right? Like the sound packs.
oh,
Or
and yeah,
I don't know
that's
what they're
all
called.
separate. Everything you get it, everything I usually use is all separate. Like when I get like what's it called? Samples. Yeah, packs, MIDI packs and all that, those are all
Yeah.
separate. And third party plugins, those are all separate. Yeah, so it yeah, so
It
like
adds up, but
yeah,
it's worth
it
it.
adds up. It adds up, but it really does make a difference in your music and what you produce. But yeah, so give or take, Ableton's like 750, and then most of the plugins that I usually buy would range from like 100 to 200 each.
And there's like hundreds of them.
There's hundreds.
There's
You just
hundreds
gotta
and
pick them.
hundreds.
That's
You just gotta
so
pick them wisely.
Every single sound in the world, every single instrument that like with the sounds that they can make recorded in order for you to use it in the software.
Hmm.
that makes
Yeah.
my wallet hurt a lot just hearing those numbers.
I feel that. That's what my wallet's crying every single time I buy something. It's like it's that's why like you just gotta. What I do is that I don't just buy it. I actually watch tutorials on how it works first, and then if I enjoy what I'm hearing, then I'll buy it, like right there on the spot. So you just gotta pick. You gotta pick your sounds wisely.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
At
don't
least
want
you
to
do it
just
the
like buy
smart
it.
way.
Yeah, I study. I make sure I make sure I learn what I'm working with first before I buy it.
That's the smartest thing you can do.
That's what I always tell people when they like people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, dude, what kind of third parties plugins do you use?" And I'm like, "Well, do you know your stock plugins that you bought?" And they're like, "Oh, no." And I'm like, "Well, you should learn your station first before you start buying third party plugins because you'd be surprised with what you can do inside your software without outside software."
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I like it to look
Pro
at it.
tip. Pro tip. So I have another question here from Goldman. He asks, "What is the hardest track you have ever made?"
If I had to, well, that let me see.
Crap. Learn your shit first. Got it.
I mean, it's the harsh truth. It's the harsh truth. People had to tell me that, and I'm like, okay, cool. But but the hardest track, all the hardest tracks I usually make is all dubstep. Dubstep tracks are really hard because like some you have to be really unique with it. You don't want to make like a certain growl sound that someone already made. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
you have to like you have to really that's when it comes into knowing what you're working with because then you'll see all the different tools and you'll use different knobs and stuff that'll make just one little difference or one little twist on a knob will change your sound completely.
Hmm.
And that's why, yeah. And with dubstep, you have to make sure that your sound is something that you've never heard before.
Something original, so it doesn't look like you're
Yeah.
copying someone.
Yeah,
It makes sense too, because
exactly.
when you're listening to dubstep, you're listening for like those drops and those unique sounds, and then
Yep.
that's what makes you recognize that artist. So if you just make a sound that sounds like them, they're like, "Oh, what is this? A
Yeah,
Skrilla
you.
song?"
That's what.
Yeah.
Whenever I produce something, I want like I usually go for like when they hear it, they'll know that I made that one. They'll know that that's my
That's awesome.
sound.
Your
That is a
trademark sound.
Jenga
Yeah,
noise right there.
yeah. They're like, oh yeah, that's Jenga. That's his sound. It's like, yeah, that's what I was going for.
Gotta be
So,
you gotta be unique, gotta be original, can't be cheating off someone else's paper. You know?
exactly like you're cheating on the test,
Yeah.
or like a lot of people tell me to use reference tracks. I usually, for me, I only use it for like levels and whatnot, but I don't really use it to produce my tracks because I like that's what keeps that's what helps me to keep my sound original is to not try to make something that someone else already made. So that's why I don't like to use references.
Okay.
That's what kind
Don't
of
use
helps.
references. Pro tip number 2.
You can use it, but it's up to you.
Be
But for
original.
me
Pro
personally,
tip number 3.
be original.
Number 3. We got a question from Marina. She asks, "Do you have any tattoos?"
I do not. I want
No.
to. I want to get one.
If
I
you
was like,
what is your dream tattoo since you don't have any right now?
um, I've talked about this with a couple people when it comes to like since I have my own logo, my own character, and everything for my brand, I kind of want to get a tattoo of like my brand somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but like if you guys haven't seen my character yet, which is I have it as my profile picture.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to like something with my character, kind of like my character's face, like holding out, basically presenting the cube right in front of you, something like that.
Right there.
Yep, that's the one.
It's an awesome. It's really I'm very impressed by that. It looks really cool, and the fact that you have a character is super cool too. Because you have something that represents you that's not you.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was my number one thing was just to have a character. Then and then that came out. And if anyone doesn't know, like I referred that character is based off of an anime that if anyone hasn't heard of Tokyo Ghoul,
I've heard of it.
Tokyo Ghoul is like my top anime that it's like I feel like I can what's it called? I feel like I relate to that anime so much because of like what the main character goes through. And it's like so I wanted to make a brand based off referring using that as my reference. Which like black and red was the main color with the
Hmm.
little hint with the hint of cyan. So if you see in the character his eyes are cyan colored.
Hmm.
So that's my top three colors for the brand. And then I only have one. I have
Oh.
one of this one. Yeah, because I know you have a bunch behind you. I see those. I was like, yep, this is the only one I have.
Is that now? Is that the character that you're? Is that one specifically the character yours is?
If you can see, like he has the
Oh
mask.
yeah. Okay.
He has the mask, and he's black and red
That's
and
super cool.
everything.
See it.
So
So you can
That's
definitely
cool.
see it's inspired by, but you definitely took it. Your artist took it and made it something completely different as well.
yeah,
Followed your own advice and
Awesome.
made it original.
Exactly.
I try to keep everything original.
He used
Everything
the
that represents
reference,
me.
but he made it his own.
Put my own twist into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how you keep it original.
That's great. So Panic asks, he asks, are you self-taught, like completely self-taught, or did you do like school or maybe YouTube and stuff like that?
I I did go to a couple schools. I did go to the one here, Honolulu Community College, but I ended up quitting because I didn't like the way, for me personally, I didn't like the way things were being taught, and it was
Wasn't
like
your
based,
learning style?
Yeah, I like it wasn't going I like to learn quick. Like it was like all taking time and everything, and I didn't want to waste money on something that I already know. So I ended up quitting that. And I think because most of the production over there was like making reggae music, which I have nothing against reggae. I like listening to reggae. Like I love
But it's
listening
not
to
what you want
reggae
to
music,
make.
but it's not what I want to make. Exactly. So then I had to quit that school, and then I went to another school, Icon Collective, which it's a really good school too. It's just like I also felt like I was wasting my money because what I was learning, I kind of already knew. So I was like, okay, am I at that level where I kind of already know what I'm doing? So I quit after the first semester, and then after that I kind of just started like looking up just minor things on YouTube and kind of just using that as my lead.
Mm.
And
So
then
you've experienced school, but you're mostly self-taught.
yeah, mostly self-taught.
Very
Mostly yeah,
awesome.
for majority of my career, I kind of just researched things on my own and learned, kind of
It's
just
incredibly
figured.
impressive, honestly. The fact that you haven't had like you've had the schooling, but it's all in here. You know, it's
Mhm.
all in your head
It
right
was
there.
it was already here before I stepped foot on that campus.
Exactly.
So, which it made me realize how how much I actually do know, because like when they're teaching you that stuff, and then some people are still like, they still don't get it, but I'm like right here, like, dude, this is easy. Like, how do you not like how did you not get this? Like,
Not hard.
so it's not that
Did
hard,
it give
guys.
you like a confidence boost of like you were on the right track, like you were in your niche,
Yeah,
doing what you're supposed to be doing?
yeah, because I felt like I still didn't know a lot,
Yeah.
but then the fact that I was like after the first 2 semesters of my first college, they were still teaching things I already knew, and I'm like, dude, am I like, is this really advanced stuff? So then I go back and I'm like, wow, okay, I actually know more than I thought I did. So
Great.
I
So
was
that
It's
alone
like
might
second
be
nature.
worth it. Yeah.
yeah, so it was a lot of stress and a lot of changing paths. So but in the end it was it's all worth it, because then you start to realize that you're actually better than you think, instead of like having these doubts in your mind that actually start downgrading you. Then after going through all that, it's just like, wow, I actually know more than I actually thought I did. So
Great.
at this point, I feel like I'm at that point where I don't need school anymore, but I'm down to still learn new things when they come my way,
Yeah.
because I'm still learning up to this day. I'm still learning about techniques that I never thought existed, and it's like that's the great thing about music, is that you could be the best producer in the world, but you're still, that person is still learning
Yeah.
too on his end.
An artist
So that's
never perfects his craft.
Hmm.
there's no such thing as a
Always
perfect
growing.
song.
Yeah.
There's no perfect song. It's just, it may sound great and everything, but there's no such thing as a perfect song, in my opinion. There's no such.
Mm, very true. Um, so I have another question, more on the music side. Again,
Yeah,
Marina asked, "What's your most used add-on that you've used?"
my most used add-on.
Yeah,
What is a
like with
I
the
think
software that you're using.
yeah, when we were talking about the different packages that you can
Mhm.
get
oh
additionally.
hmm. There's this one, they're like plugin that I always love using in my tracks. If you listen closely, there's like, you always hear like these vocals. There's like these vocals in the track that I really love using. Is I think it's called Vocalise. So there, and they took Vocalise is basically a plugin where they took these two professional singers and they kind of just like recorded themselves like singing like ooh, all the ahs, all the oohs, all the vowel sounds,
More
and
like
you
a
can,
choir.
in a way, yeah, but more like a solo in
Okay.
a way. Yeah, so yeah, it's like ever since I got that plugin, it was like I just loved the vocals, just like it's just so powerful, and that's what I just love using, instead of actually like finding finding vocals on the internet. I just use that, so I don't have, it's like saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of time.
And probably sounds better too, right? If you said they're professional singers.
Yeah, it sounds so much cleaner, so much no static. It's just all like clean, solid vocals. They're not actually singing words. It's just like, yeah, how you hear in a choir, how they sing like the ah ooh whatever. Yeah, that's basically what it is. But
And you take that and you change it to where how you want the track to sound.
yeah, basically.
Before I lose this question, because it wasn't highlighted, Crown wants to know, what are you thinking about as inspiration when you make your beats?
When this guy.
I like this.
This guy.
That's
like
cool too, because we got the backstory on that.
Yeah, so that like this is why I bought this specifically, because I have this next to my computer. Whenever I'm making beats, it's like I'm doing it because it's like I always think about why I made this brand in the first place, and this was all based off of this. And every time I look at it, it just gives me more motivation to just
So
keep.
it's all tied in together.
Yeah, they all have a connection. And I also think about the people that I'm working hard for, like the people, all my supporters, my manager, everybody, my brothers, like everyone that's been supporting me in like what I've been doing. It's like that. I also think about that too, because like they all, it all like makes them happy. They all enjoy what I'm making, and I'm like, yeah, that's those are the two major things that I think about whenever I start a track. It's
That's awesome.
just it's just good mentally.
Yeah. Think about the people that you want to help out once you're, playing for thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of
Like
people.
I just want to give back. Like I just want to help people. Like even my other fellow producers who want to learn something, or if they want to work on something, yeah, just let me know, and I'm always down. I'm always down to work with people. I want to work with as much people as I can, because it allows you to learn more, learn things you've never knew before, and I'm just always open to new things.
I like that. And it's so true. I agree with that completely. Marina, we actually did get an answer. I think it was Kitty that answered your feature creator question of what the monster was that you were
Oh
thinking
yeah,
of.
yeah. So I
Do
know
you
it
want to
was.
talk about that?
I didn't think it was gonna be that tough at first, but then everyone was just like, I have no idea what it is, and I'm like, really? I was like, I was able to get it the first time I saw it, but I don't know. I was
Your
just,
hints gave it away for sure.
yeah, I knew it
My
was going
problem,
to.
my
Yeah,
problem was I was looking at the monster, not looking at like the little cartoon you. And like all the hints are focused around the little cartoon you, the little hero.
yeah. That's why I was hoping someone would catch it, but I, that's why I wanted to save the hints till later, because I knew they were gonna give it away. So I know it was a little hard too, 'cause it was 3D pixelated, or it was
Yeah.
pixelated. So I know it was a little hard to see what it actually was. But yeah, so if anyone never figured it out yet, yeah, Kitty, shout out to Kitty, got the answer correct. It was actually coronavirus. The So if you look
He
at
had
it's like a little green little germ monster. Yeah, I
and
don't
yeah,
even
he's
know.
wearing a mask and he has a little stick with a roll of toilet paper on the end of it.
Yeah, so it's like a one up. So like you see in Mario when you get like the one ups and stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's that the one up was the toilet paper. And then the
Extra
fact that
life.
yeah, you get an extra roll. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. And then they were 6 feet apart, so that's why I drew the arrows. They were like 6 feet
Yep.
apart, and then you get the toilet paper, and then I was wearing a mask. And then, fun fact, I was already wearing masks before this whole pandemic started. Like
Yeah,
that
I
was,
was actually on your Facebook
You're
and I
not a
saw that.
conformist.
yeah. I wasn't wearing it because of the pandemic. I already started wearing it, and then it's funny. Like once I started wearing masks, that's this whole thing started, and I'm like, what?
Trendsetter. Wait, so does that mean we have to blame you for all this, or?
I mean, I'm just gonna pretend I started a trend, but it really is not a trend. I'm just kidding.
Also, Crown, sorry for calling you out. Apparently, I didn't even realize I did that.
So I have a question here from Rabble, and I'm actually super interested in this one.
Mhm.
Have you ever spent hella time on a track and realized it's ass and just scrapped it?
Yep. There's a lot. there's a lot.
Lot.
Sometimes I just start throwing things together. Like at first I think it sounds good, but then I give it like maybe a few days, and I come back to it, and when I listen to it again, I'm just like, I have no idea where I was going with this track. So I'm just like, and then after that, I'm just like, nope, trash. It's trash. It's like, nope, you're trash. Get out.
That's
it, I like to do that. So like one thing I like to do with my music is that after I make a melody, or even if I finish a whole track, sometimes I spend like, I think the most I've spent on a track is maybe like a month on a track, maybe two, give or take. I spent that much on a track, and then after I make it, I'm not satisfied with it, so then I end up starting another one. So after like I give it like I make the track, I give it like 2 or 3 days, and then I come back to it and I listen to it again. And if I still feel that vibe that I felt before, then I would continue it. But if I don't, then I just start a new one. So yeah, I do go through tracks where I'm not satisfied with it, and then I end up getting mad because I spent so much time on it. And
mm,
then yeah, it's like that's the joy of being a music producer.
yeah.
Like you're gonna go through tracks where you spent a tremendous amount of time on, and then you're just gonna be like, nah, trash, get out. It's like
So
nope.
I've heard this advice from music creators is like even if you're like quote unquote throwing it away, you don't actually throw it away, right? Because it might be something that makes more sense in the future.
Yeah. So like I don't. Yeah. So what I do is I just leave the folder there, and when
But
I
you
start a
drop
new
it.
one, yeah, I just leave it on the side. I have like a folder that says like unfinished tracks, and I leave all my tracks full with project files in there. So then like if I ever like let's say if I don't ever have like the motivation to like create something, I kind of just go into that project file, and then I look at what I did make, and I kind of just bring that to the new project file. So I do make use of it. It's
Yeah.
just I just didn't like where that specific track was going, so I do save the sound design, and that's another thing too. Like I always tell people to like when you if you make a sound or anything in general, you save it right away. Don't get rid of it, because if
Tip number
like
4.
that's like number four. Like you don't ever want to throw away what you made, even if you're not planning to use it, because like you may never know, it may come, you may use it for like future tracks, and you'll have like a full library of things that you made.
Mm,
So then you don't have to worry about making something new. You could just use whatever you made, like your
boom.
Save
presets.
everything.
Save
Save everything.
everything.
Save everything. I cannot express that enough, because then it's like you're starting from scratch. You're gonna start a new track, then you got to make a new sound design. You got to make new synths. You got to make a new drum pattern, drum rack. You got to make effects. Like I struggled doing that over and over again, so I just saved whatever I made, and it saves like you a whole 2 weeks worth of making your track. It saves you 2 whole weeks.
Oh.
We have a question from Wolfie
Wolfenstein.
Um, did you draw your little dude yourself, or did
No,
you paid someone for it?
I paid someone to draw it for me. I can't draw for any. I tried. I actually It's funny because I graduated from one of my colleges, 2-year college as a digital media associate. So I
This wasn't for
did.
you.
Yeah. No, I took. It's. Man, I can't believe I spent 2 years drawing on the computer, or even just drawing by hand, and then like after 2 years I tried to get back into it, but I just couldn't. I didn't have the patience for it, so I just like, I'll just have someone do it for me, and I'll just focus on my music. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I tried to do both. I tried to do drawing and music so I could make my own drawings, but I couldn't. I just didn't have the patience.
I'm kind
But
of in a similar way. I went to by accident for web design, instead of graphic design. So
Oh, I almost did that too.
uh,
I signed up for a web design. I thought it was all drawing, but
me
and then
too.
the principal had to tell me, they're like, oh, this ain't drawing, right? I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so what is it then? They're like, oh, it's motion graphics or something like that. And I'm like, I had no idea. I thought that was like film stuff.
I spent 3 months writing code because I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna go great for my graphic design scholarship. Oh my god.
Bro, that's
At that point, it's too late to drop out.
Oh, I did. I definitely did.
oh jeez.
And here we are.
Then here we are.
And here I am, guys. But yeah, that's man. I tried drawing on canvases too, like or like a big piece of paper, and we use stuff like charcoal, and we would draw like a mannequin with hair, and then I tried with that cloth and it's on his face.
Mm.
Yeah, and then mine ended up looking like a duck, like with the beak, like the cloth was supposed to be flat on their face, and then the way I drew it, it looked like the cloth was out like that, and it looked like they had a duck beak, and I'm like, yep, drawing's not for me.
Nope, can't do this.
God.
Can't do it. Sorry. Oh man.
At least you're honest,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm honest about most of the stuff. I'm mostly like honest about anything.
Mostly.
Mostly,
Yeah,
some
but
things
you
are just
were-
better left unsaid.
1-2 is joining us. Thank you for joining us, 1-2. But he was not here when you answered the question, what motivates you to make your music? So he's wondering if you would.
Oh yeah, and this little guy, my brand is based off of anime Tokyo Ghoul, so that this one is usually what motivates me and all the people, everybody that my brothers, the people who support me, everybody that's been supporting me up to today. Those are the main things that motivate me. Nothing makes me happier than seeing someone happy with the product that I present to them. And yeah, so that's my main motivation whenever I start a new track. But yeah, that's my answer.
It's good motivation. Vash wants to know, can I see the painting behind you? You have a painting?
Oh, it's like a tapestry. It's like a tapestry of like the sunset and the water in Hawaii. We're in Hawaii, guys.
Yeah.
I'm from Hawaii. This is actually my manager's, and we would use sometimes when we stream, we'd have that in the back, and then we would have like that, and then we have like lights to go in the background. So then that's what we would use for like streams and whatnot.
Yeah, I like it. It looks nice.
Speaking
It's
of
amazing.
streams, you've said you're not currently streaming, but that you are going to be streaming soon.
Yes. So right now I'm part. My manager has a label called Blue Groove Hawaii, and that's what we would do streams on. So whenever we would do DJing and all that, we would stream on Blue Groove Hawaii, which we also have a Twitch too, Blue Groove Hawaii. And so whenever we would stream, I would use that and promote it on the subforce so everyone can come watch the DJing. But other than that, I have my own Twitch account, but I'm not currently streaming, but I do plan to start streaming after I release my album, which I have an album coming out soon. I'm gonna try and announce
spoilers.
it. Yeah, I do have an album I'm working on right now that I'm trying to announce hopefully next month.
Are you gonna do an album release party on stream?
I want to. I thought about that, but I will have a album release party. Maybe, like, we don't know yet because COVID. But
Can I come?
everyone's invited. Just got, if you can come to Hawaii, yeah, sure. I want to try and have a stream. We're working.
Well, it
on
doesn't have to be at your party. I actually just saw someone else doing the same thing. They just released an album, and their whole stream for that night was just listening to it with the viewers, and like it was like a
Logic
just
did
chatting
that.
stream while listening to the album.
Oh,
the night it launched.
I actually never thought about that.
Yeah, Logic did that recently. He did
That was the one I was watching.
Yeah, he did it on the 22nd.
Because he's retiring.
He's retiring and he's becoming a full-time
Woo.
Twitch streamer.
Nice.
So he did a whole listen through of his album on the 22nd. So it was like 2 days before it went fully live everywhere. And yeah, he had a lot of people in there.
I actually might do that then. Let's see how that goes. But after I released the album and everything, I had plans of wanting to, like, I'm trying to get my whole schedule set up, but like I want to have like some days where I do like production streams where like if I start a new track, everyone can come see like what my process is and how I do everything. And the other part was to stream DDR because I really want to stream DDR at home, but I just don't have a metal pad. That's all I really need is a metal pad, and some websites are not selling them anymore. So I'm still researching.
What do you mean a metal pad?
Like, you know how like if you see the whole machine, you have those metal pads that people step on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm trying to look for one where they just sell the pad in the bar. So then I have my desktop, I can just stream on my desktop and just set that up, but I just need a pad first. And
yeah, because
I'm not buying
the at-home DDRs is not the same.
I'm not buying the plastic ones.
Yeah.
No. I do not want to use the plastic ones.
It's just like a plastic mat.
It's like stepping on a pillow. It's just like I need to hear the steps that I'm making in order to like play. I need to hear my footsteps.
Get some tap shoes.
Also, so you're pretty much very auditory when it comes to stuff, because like the music, you have to hear the steps when you're playing. Yeah. Like, okay.
I'm a very, when it comes to learning stuff, I'm very visual type of guy. Like I don't like reading. I do not like reading like how to make this sound like work or whatever. I always tell people to like show me instead, because I rather see how it looks and how you make it work, and then I will I have a good photographic memory, so then all of that would just go inside my head and I'll remember exactly what it's supposed to look like, and that's what I use to like make my music.
See, Panic's got a suggestion for you. He said his buddy used to tape down a PS2 controller and destroy DDR like a madman.
That's funny because I played DDR. I kind of cheated. So like you have to unlock songs when you play the game, and then in order to unlock the songs, you have to play on a super hard difficulty, and I wasn't good at the time. So then I would grab a PS2 controller and I would just start pressing the buttons on the arrows. I was just like, I can't do it. I just want the songs. I just want the songs.
I remember playing Guitar Hero with the controller. Like it was weird because you could take it and like use the joystick and then press the different buttons.
I couldn't do that. I'd rather just play how I'm supposed to play it. Yeah, that's funny. I love playing Guitar Hero too. I play Guitar Hero at home too.
Good game. I don't know about the recent ones, but back in the day, those things were lit.
Guitar Hero 3 was my favorite.
Legends of Rock. That was 3, right?
that was Legends of Rock. Yeah, that was my favorite one. That's when you verse Slash, Tom Morello, and when you play it, my favorite song is always going to be Devil Went Down to Georgia. The guitar version, that was amazing. Oh, yeah. I love that song.
That, and then there was like a Slipknot song on that one that I used to play all the time. I
forgot. Well, I forgot what it was called.
Crown said he found the whole DDR arcade system online for $7,500.
Ooh.
Oh, what website is that?
Okay. Maybe.
If it's eBay, I'm not sure about eBay. I know there's some untrustworthies on there.
Yeah, it's always tough to.
There's like a wire missing.
Yeah, I mean, what's it called? I did have a website too. What's it called? There's a website that I found that had a dedicated machine called Stepmania or something, but I think that was like $8,000 for that whole system.
So much.
Yeah, I'm dedicated, but my dedication's on music, not DDR.
I bet you should look for like arcades that are going out of business.
Oh yeah.
There was there like when there used to be like a fun factory at this place called Fur Ridge, but then they closed it down because they lost business, and I have no idea what they did to that machine. I'm pretty sure they
Mm.
sold it to somebody, but too late for that. But
When the local Dave and Buster's dies down, like it's not making any more business, and they start selling off machines. Boom, right there.
no, right there, I will drop my whole savings for that machine. I was like, give me that machine. I need that machine. But yeah, that I think I know eBay would sell some pads too, but
Yeah, it's always
uh,
tough with secondhand stuff.
yeah, I mean, I'd rather go on Amazon,
Yeah.
Because I that's where I got my stuff was Amazon, but it
You need to make
depends.
friends with an electric engineer. Just have them build you one.
Build you one, yeah, specially
Or
made.
built one specially for me. Yeah, man, I would love that. As like, I would love that. I'm not a tech person. I just make beats.
I just make music. That's it.
I, I just make the sound of whoop whoops and the boom boom. I make a boom boom boom.
um,
Can we get a clip of that, please? Seriously.
Somebody clip that, please. That was awesome.
Tara Knight wants to know, how does one start making music? Like, what would you say is the best way to begin if you were interested?
I it's all about for me. It's all about like just what you hear in your head. Like sometimes I start with chords or just a simple melody. Even when I'm at work, I just make like random sounds and then like I listen to music and then I would just think of a melody in my head and then if I'm at work, I would kind of just take my phone and then record it like literally me just singing the melody in my phone and then I would go home and then when I look at it again, I try to think about what note that is and then I would just jot it down and just mess with that.
mm,
So it's all about chord progressions and melodies. That's
So
how I start
you
them.
basically have to have an ear for it
Yeah, it's
on
all
top
ear
of.
training. It's all ear training. Like some like there are some producers that like don't even know anything about music theory and like they know nothing about like the basic stuff, but then if you have a good ear for it, then you can still make it work. It's all about ear training. Ear training plays a major factor in like knowing what sounds good and knowing what doesn't. So that's how I do it.
it's all in here, in here, here, right
Yeah,
there.
it's all it goes through in here, and then you think it's like, okay, that sounds like trash. Out. There you go. There you go. And it's
Throw
like
it
out.
out.
Throw it out. Go. There's the rubbish can. Throw it out.
That kind of leads us into another question. I think this one was from Marina. But do you find it hard to make original sounds
Yeah.
or make them sound unique? Is what.
Yeah, it's definitely hard because like there's like sometimes you would make a sound and then you'd hear a song that made a sound similar to that, and you're just like, oh, I don't feel like this is original anymore. So like that's where it leads back to like knowing your workstation, knowing like what to mess with. What do you mess with in order to like make it sound unique? It's like sometimes it could be simplicity too. It's all about simplicity. Like you can make some sounds sound complex when it's really simple. It's such a simple like wavetable or not even much is done to it. Some people like to put like a lot of effects on it. I think one problem that I faced was that whenever I would make a really cool sound, sometimes I feel like I haven't done enough to it. So then I start adding all these unnecessary plugins to it, and then it just ruins everything. So that's why I say like, even if you haven't done much to it, it's
It's still
if
good.
you've never, it's still good. Yeah, like
Tip
I
number 5.
finally got over I finally got over that. I used to do that, and that's how I ruined all my sounds before. Like I had like mentor sessions and then they were just telling me like, dude, that already sounds good the way it does. Just keep it. Don't do anything else to it.
Keep it simple, stupid.
You're
Tip number
overthinking
5.
it.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm an overthinker. I always have to have people tell me like, dude, you're overthinking it. Like, just keep it. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, I'll keep it. But I'm an overthinker. I overthink a lot.
Here's
Don't
something
overthink.
here's something to think about. Very simple question. Marina wants to know, what's your favorite food? Boom.
Oh yeah. Asada fries.
Mmm.
A what?
Asada fries. You never had that before?
I saw it,
Nope.
dude. Fries.
I saw, dude. I saw, dude. I saw the fries. So basically, asada fry.
English freeze? Yeah,
So
what Jam said.
carne asada fries. So that's basically.
Okay.
So basically, you take a bunch of loaded fries, and then they put like melted cheese, guacamole, um, what else? Pico de gallo. Pico de gallo is on top too,
So
and
nachos,
steak.
but with French fries instead
Yeah,
of chips.
think of it like that. Like what you see on nachos, but fries.
Okay, that
Yeah,
sounds good.
That sounds great.
it's
I love
amazing.
carne asada.
Me too.
There's this place on Hawaii called El Rancheros. That's where I get my carne asada fries too, and it's fun. It's cool because they also have a burrito for it. They call it California fries, but then the burrito is a California burrito where they take the asada fries and they just wrap it in a tortilla and a burrito, so it's super fat.
Mm. I'm hungry. God.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
I might
Thanks a
go
lot.
get I might go get some too because I'm pretty hungry. All I'm doing is drinking coffee.
All I've had is
Same.
2 energy
Cheers.
drinks and 3 bottles of water today.
Cheers.
2 energy drinks.
I need it. I'm tired. I went to bed at 5. Oh,
So did I.
tough-
What's wrong with us?
I don't know.
I can't.
We always do this
energy
on pod
drinks. I can't do energy drinks anymore.
Yeah.
I try. I used to drink a lot of Red Bull.
Oh, mine.
But-
See those energy drinks I can't drink. Too much like sugar and bad things in it. I try to stick with natural stuff.
Or that or Monster.
Yeah. I was a big Monster kid.
Yeah, same. I was like Red Bull and Monster. I would specifically drink the Ultra Zero one, the white one, the white can one.
Oh, they had a T1 Rehab. That stuff was so good.
Oh, jeez.
Like an iced tea. It was iced tea Monster. So good.
I've had one drink, like not even a can, just one drink out of a can of original Monster in my whole life.
Don't drink original Monster. Get the flavored ones. They're good.
You got to get the different kinds, the different kind of flavored ones.
They made like water ones too. They're really.
What's the original one? Is that the green one?
Yeah, the green one.
Yeah, green and
Yeah.
Tastes like motor oil.
You can use that to you can use that to fix your car.
Yeah.
You just gotta drip it.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is why I don't like energy drinks. Think about like the 90s movies like Flubber and stuff of like all these mad scientists in chem labs and those like neon green like liquids and neon orange liquids. Whenever I drink an energy drink, I feel like that is what I'm drinking. It's whatever those chemicals were in those labs and like all the 90s science movies.
I just thought about drinking Flubber now and my stomach is turning.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Great movie,
That sounds intense.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Love that man.
Same. Inspiration, man.
So Marina wants to know, what do you like most about Hawaii?
What I like most about Hawaii? I mean, I just love the fact of how small the island is, because like all the people that I've met in like the past like elementary school and all that is like you end up seeing them like again, like throughout, like you meet up your friends again, and then they're friends with people that you just met. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Everyone knows each other.
Everyone knows each other, and it's just like, man, small island.
Yeah, right?
Ibeam says you like the girls the most.
I mean, we all do. I mean, no doubt about that.
Also, just to take a moment, Wolfram just donated $10 to the Sub Force account.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wolf.
Thank you so much, Wolf.
Shout out to Wolf.
He dabbed.
Yeah, that deserves a dab.
What is it about podcasts that brings the dabs out in people?
I bring the dabs everywhere.
Everywhere.
The dab cast. And bring the dabs everywhere.
I remember watching you were dabbing on stream. What was it? The Mixcloud stream. You're sitting there dabbing while you're up there.
Oh yeah, I was just like that.
Yeah.
Or wait before the drop comes, you just go like that. And it's
Yeah.
like yeah.
I
It's all
remember
about having
that.
fun. It's all about having fun. I
No,
got some
Jam, we did not say dads.
Dabs.
what dad hat or dab
Dad hat.
dad hat. That's
Um.
what. I'm sorry, excuse me.
You're okay. Quick dab. Dark Alpha wants to know if you could travel to any. If you could travel to one random country on the planet, where would you go?
Asia or
Hey,
Japan. I
Ben?
want to go to Japan. Yeah, it's always been like the one place I always wanted to go is Japan.
That answer comes up a lot on these podcasts. Whenever like there's a question like that, everyone wants to go to Japan.
Isn't that where Elmo went?
Yep.
Where he got
Yeah,
his tattoo and his
Yep.
stolen dog? Stolen dog,
It
Elmo,
was
stole
half
it.
price.
It was
Half
for a good
price.
price.
Exactly.
That doesn't count as stolen.
He gave them some money.
Hey, if there's money involved, they ain't stolen.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's where he went, and I'm like, a lot of people think that because I'm Mexican, people thought like, oh, do you know Spanish? I'm like, nope. Like I was never taught Spanish. Nope. And I would I would give my mom like stuff sometimes. Like I was like, wow, you like, oh, you never taught Spanish yet? Because when you talk to your parents, you're gonna talk smack about us, yeah. Like, and so we don't understand. I'm like, nah, I'm kidding.
Oh, that's
I'm
how,
kidding.
bro. That's 100% how it works. Especially with my family, bro. Oh my god, they're all talking smack.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, but like, I wish I knew Spanish, but I actually have a lot of love for like the Asian culture too, like the Japanese specifically. Like that's why I got into anime. I love anime. Like I can't go without it. I love anime. I actually took Japanese classes too, like how to learn how to like write like hiragana, katakana, kanji, how to speak it.
That's cool.
I just wanted to learn about it. I just love learning about it.
That's awesome. So
But yeah,
Japan.
Japan.
It came up with a bunch of other people, and then Elmo, his stories about being there, being stationed there, and everything.
I'm jealous. I'm hoping we can go there one day.
Elmo gets to do everything.
What? He gets to go everywhere.
He went to EDC without me.
You went to EDC. You went to Japan. No, I'm just kidding. Like here I am stuck at home.
I'm quarantined in the most beautiful place in the world, Hawaii.
I'm literally living in paradise. This is what. Like this is me literally living in paradise.
But still jealous.
I'm still jealous. Please just take me to Japan one day, please.
Just one day. Just one day.
I'll pay for my own flight there. I just want to go. I just want to go so bad. Just take me away.
Rab wants to know, are you into cars at all?
And I work at a car place, but I can't even answer questions about cars. I mean, I love looking at like cars. Like I love old-fashioned cars. I hope to own an old-fashioned car. Like the super shiny ones, like the ones that you don't even see anymore. You see people driving.
And then
Like
they
modded
always have
cars.
white hair because they're so old. They're the only ones that have those cars.
Hey, major respect though. I just
yeah.
major respect though. But I wish. I mean, I have a lot of friends that are into cars, but I'm not a car person. I'm
Sorry,
just
Rob.
like I'm just more like a music game freak. I'm a nerd.
Wait, so you said you work with cars. What do you do?
I do. I work at Napa warehouse.
Oh, Napa Auto. Okay.
Hey, I work in an auto parts warehouse where I'm basically just pulling parts and for the customers that they order.
Okay.
Yeah, so I pull parts, but I don't make it. I don't like put them on my car. I don't like. I used to work in the food industry too, and the reason I got out of the food industry because like I did not like working with customers. I'm not good with customers.
I hate
Sorry. I don't like dealing with people. Like I used to work at Taco. My very it's pretty funny. Mexican, and my very first job was Taco Bell. Taco Bell was my first job. Then I worked at Five Guys. Then I worked at this Korean fried chicken place, Bonchon. And I just did not like dealing with customers because they would like, always try to get free stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, my
I
chicken's raw. Can
love
I have
Five
another one?
Guys.
I love
Oh yeah,
Five
Five
Guys.
Five
Guys
Guys
has
is
the
awesome.
best milkshakes. I love their milkshakes.
They're
I always
great.
accidentally call
Fries.
them. I always accidentally call them Fat Guys because over here we have a Fat Burger, like PHAT burger, and we have Five Guys, and I always accidentally say Fat Guys. Like it's not what I meant. Sorry.
I was fun fact, like one of the managers would always challenge me to make the best fries because I was like known they always had me on the fry station because for some reason I was just really good at making fries. And every time I was out there, he's like, "Hey, come try my fries real quick." And then the manager came and he tasted and he's like, "I'm gonna have to challenge you one day." And I was like, "Why? Are my fries that perfect?" I always make the perfect fry, never soggy, never burnt, just crispy on the outside and soft on the inside.
You gotta come over and make some? That'd be great.
Oh yeah, I'd be down. I mean, like
No, we
I
keep
just love
talking about
fries.
food. We're all
I
hungry.
know. Starving right now.
I just love fries. I'm a fry person. I
Yeah,
just
so
love
am I,
fries.
honestly. I got
It's like
Checkers the other night for the first time. Their fries are so good. They're peppered nicely and okay, we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Rebel has kettle corn. I love kettle.
Oh, kettle corn.
I like
So
kettle
good.
corn, but kettle chips. I love kettle chips. They're crunchy and they hurt my teeth, but I still love them.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just fries is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Fries all the way.
I'm there with you. I mean, but also onion rings. Onion rings are great.
Beer battered onion rings.
Yeah, the big ones, not like the little like
Still
Burger King
talking about
ones.
food?
The big ones.
We just keep talking about food.
That's where it always goes. It always goes like food, and then like when we randomly started talking about Surge and stuff, it always goes random beverages as well.
It always does.
Every time.
Food. What's your favorite frozen drink? What's your favorite warm drink?
Which one? Which one's your favorite ice drink?
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Ice cream or frozen yogurt? That was a question last time. Ice cream or frozen yogurt?
Food can
like
just
potato,
relate to everyone. It's
potato, tomato.
Do you like mashed potatoes or baked potatoes, or do you like boiled potato, or
do you like stuffed
French
potatoes? Do you like stuffed potatoes? Which one is it?
A twice baked potato. There's so many different potatoes.
The last time we talked about potatoes, Jam made the point that once you eat the potato, it's all mashed potatoes.
All mashed potatoes.
In the end, it's just all mashed. It's just
all mashed in the end.
That's so true, though.
Okay, moving on. So this question was early on in the stream. I wrote it down because I didn't want it to get skipped over. But we've been asking a lot of questions about you personally and like getting to know you because you're not a streamer, and I feel like the streamers have more of an advantage in Subforce because people can come to them often and get to know them over time by seeing them stream. But you create music and you're more on Instagram and like social media and stuff, and you're not a streamer. So this is really our first opportunity we've had to really get to know you. But as a music content creator in Subforce, how do you feel the support coming to you and coming from you? Like, how do you feel it benefits you as the type of content creator that you are versus a streamer?
I mean, it's for me, it's just like I just try my best to work with everyone that like all the supporters that I have, or like just like saying like, oh, let's say if I were to make like an intro for the streamers, I try to find my best to connect with the people that do have the advantage. You know what I mean? So like, for example, like the streamers, I would love to create stuff for them and just like I guess it's just like, yeah, for me, it's just all about just going out there and just
putting
hitting
yourself
up,
out there.
Yeah, putting myself out there, working with people that like, because to be honest, I never thought my music would lead me to the streaming world. It's like when I first got into the Discord, I didn't I was just because my main goal was to be up on stage, like
Yeah.
performing in front of thousands of people, and then like seeing all the stuff that are coming up along the way, like Discord, Twitch, and I didn't even make a Twitch until after I became part of the Subforce. Like
So you could support the streamers on there.
yeah, like it was really breathtaking. Like it's really motivating to see like where my music is taking me, and like everyone that I'm meeting, everyone that I get to work with, meeting new people that even though like EDM is not their forte, that they're still
supporting you.
they're still enjoying what I'm making, and I'm like that's a big factor. And honestly, the for the benefit, the only thing I really enjoy is just seeing people enjoy my product and what I'm producing. Like I'm not like yeah, it's just that's all I
Well,
that's
that's
like my
definitely
main thing.
happening.
Yeah. That's my main thing. Like I just hate like I'm a very happy person. Like I'm always smiling no matter what. That like it's just I just
Can we get
like
a
seeing
screenshot of him going like this? Smile. This is me smiling.
it's just me smiling. And yeah, just like I just that's really all there is to it. It's like I
That's great.
just yeah, I just love seeing making people smile, and that's really just I just really want to inspire many people to like know that I know because I know there's some people that like that I know there's a lot of talented people out there, and that brings me to my quote that I mentioned before. Like, don't ever let someone dim your lights because it's shining in their face. Like that I go by that a lot because like I there's a lot of talented people that are afraid to come out because of what people might think about it. And they're just like, I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be, people telling me, oh, it's trash, or it's like something like that. Like in the
I love
end,
that quote.
I'm literally tweeting that out right now. I'm doing it right now.
that's my favorite quote because
It's in his
you just
MOTD.
oh yeah, message of the day.
Mhm.
That's right. Yep.
Elmo. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. What was I again? I forgot. I lost my train of thought. You can go ahead.
Well, Elmo says one day Jenga is gonna be on the big stage in EDC, and I'm gonna be there for it. That's the love right there.
Always tells me that, and that's like that definitely motivates me to keep going. Like that was my main goal is to be at EDC. And I know I have a long way to go. I know I have a long way to go before I reach that goal, but sometimes it takes 5, 10 years, sometimes it takes 15. Who knows? It's just all about just how much work you put into it. You just keep working hard. Just keep working hard, and like even though like it may be hard sometimes, if you're really passionate about what you're doing, the stress doesn't matter. You're gonna go through all the stress and all the things you have to do, and then in the end, it's gonna be worth it because you'll end up reaching your goal if you keep pushing yourself to surpass your limits.
Well,
But yeah,
Rose tweeted it.
Your work ethic definitely shows through your content that you put out because it's always like great. It's always pristine. It's always good stuff. So that's my opinion, and it's the right opinion.
but
It's the right opinion.
it's the right opinion.
I love that.
But yeah, it's like for anyone that's ever like struggling or afraid to come out and just like show people how talented you are, just do it. Because like in the end, people are gonna judge. There's gonna be people that are gonna judge regardless of what you're doing. Like you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have supporters. You're gonna have haters. Most people are afraid of the haters, and it's like I used to be afraid of the haters because every time I would get like sad if someone told me like it's like, oh yeah, I don't actually like this style. But then again, your style is not for everyone. It's like it's not gonna fit everyone's forte. It's not gonna be everyone's forte. So that's why I'm saying like do it for you. And no matter what people say, people are gonna judge no matter what because they don't have they don't have something better to do. They just want to use their time to
That's true.
like put you down. But like you get past that, man, you're gonna show people just how strong and independent and hardworking you are, the fact that you're pushing, no matter how many bad reviews, good reviews you're getting, it's like
Well, and you said too, like some people, there's going to be people out there where you're not everyone's cup of tea, but there's someone out there where you're exactly what they're looking for.
exactly.
So you just got to do you.
You just got to keep doing yourself and keep inspiring other people because like one even having just one person go to one of my tracks and saying like, dude, this track is fire, like you need to keep making what you're making, like just one comment is all it takes to like motivate you to like, oh wow, someone's actually enjoying my stuff, so now I should keep making it so then they can enjoy more. It's like you're yeah, just like that's really all there is, and that's what keeps me motivated. I always pay attention to the people that actually really enjoy what I'm making and concentrate on that.
It's like point number 6.
Point number 6. Out of how many? I don't know. But yeah, that's
Jam has a quote to share with everyone too. Never let anyone treat you like a yellow starburst. You're a pink starburst.
I love yellow starburst.
I love yellow starburst.
too.
I was like,
They're all good.
I think my least favorite is the red one.
Same. I'm not a cherry guy.
But I'll eat it. But it's when I open a pack of Starburst, I eat everything except for the red ones, and then I save the red ones for last, and I eat the pink ones first.
Pink, yellow, orange, I'm all there.
Yeah,
Red,
those look so good.
bye.
Sorry, Red. You got to find your other pack later.
Talk to
you gotta
you later.
Well, that's the same with all food ever. That doesn't change the fact that before it gets to your stomach, you're still tasting it.
True.
And you have a preference
Yeah.
of what tastes better.
Unless you're swallowing Starburst whole, just like that'd be gross.
Big Raj says only reds.
Oh,
Also, Big Raj, thank you for the host.
appreciate that.
Just reds.
I actually, what's it called? Or maybe like by the end, I have like a couple unreleased tracks that I'd be down to at least play one of them. If anyone enjoys like happy hardcore or psytrance, I have both of them, but I'll play one. It's like pull happy hardcore. You want happy or dark?
Dark or happy?
Dark or happy?
1 in the chat for dark, 2 in the chat for happy.
Yeah. Wait, you say 2 for happy?
2 for happy, 1 for dark.
So yeah, type 1 or 2. 1 for psytrance, 2 for happy hardcore.
Ooh, I see 2 1s already.
Oh man, here they come.
5.
Oh,
Elmo.
He would pick 5.
3.
3.
Oh my gosh.
12.
That's both. That's 1
That's
and 2.
both. That's 1 and yeah. See, that was 1 and 2.
Hey,
you want me to play both? You want me to play both?
Quick maths.
Quick math.
Quick. Oh, you want to hear both, huh?
They both. That's 2 both.
Jeez.
Wolf's Realm asks, "What is your most favorite / memorable moment when you had when creating a track?" We didn't cover it because I missed it.
Most memorable moment when I was creating a track.
Yeah. Is there like ever that aha, that epiphany moment where you're like, oh my god, this sounds awesome.
This is gonna be the one.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say
Jam.
I think it's when it was around the time that, let me see, when I first released, or actually when I first got the idea of even creating an album. That was like the moment where I found the sound. I finally got everything down. I finally found the sound that I was looking for, that I've never heard anything anyone make yet, or at least the type of style that I do. But yeah, I guess, let me see. It was the very first track. The very first track that I made for the album. That's when everything sounded clean. Everything sounded like all the elements were in its place, and yeah, everything was just there. I guess that's what the memorable moment. I can't even pronounce it correctly, but the memorable moment was when I finally feel like I got everything down, like mixing, sound design, mastering. I
Awesome.
feel that's
That's a
the
good feeling right there.
after 4 years, after 3 to 4 years of just learning and pushing, and it's like that moment just comes when you just nail everything, and that's
That's a
the
good
best.
feeling.
It's a great feeling. But,
Awesome.
let me.
Um, I don't see any more questions in the chat yet, but something that you and I had talked about together, you have an announcement for the server.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
I
this
didn't
had.
add it to your MOTD because I wanted you to be able to say it to everybody.
I know. Yeah, I was hoping to say it too. But the announcement. So it's for my album. So I wanted to have an opportunity to work with a vocalist. I want to say one vocalist that I wanted to try and work with to for one of my tracks. So I have one of my tracks that is more like on the melodic house or melodic bass. So more on the Fieldsy side, more on the side that'll hit you right in the heart, right in the kokoro. So I for anyone, if there's any vocalists out there that would be down to be part of a track, or if any like it's an
Or
EDM track
collab, ladies
or
and
collab,
gents.
if anyone would be interested, I'd be more than happy to like work with you, and then we can talk. I can show you the track that I'm planning to release, and then we'll see if you're down. If you're down to work, then yeah, we'll
That'd be
definitely get
awesome.
a lot done. I I'm a pretty fast worker. I'm pretty fast and furious, so I will get done. I will get it done quick. Things will get done quick.
Now that
Uh,
you've got to say it out loud, now you can go to the ArtForce channel and tag musicians and everyone with the role.
Is that for you said artists?
Musicians.
Oh, musicians. Oh, okay.
I was listening to Rabble Rod sing some mid 2000s uh tunes last night. I mean, maybe Rab.
That's what Jam just said too. He recommended Rebel.
What kind of vocal type are you looking for specifically?
Um, like, are you talking about like female or male?
Female, male,
It could
anything.
be either or. I mean, I'm not gonna be picky about it. I mean, female or male, whichever one works. And I would probably see
Alto,
uh
soprano.
alto soprano. Oh my! Do I? So Matt.
Probably not.
I mean, I was sending a recording. Let's see.
Do you work with tears?
Do I work with 2 year olds? Let's go. It's like
Let's
I have
try
a
it
mic
out.
right here. I have my own mic right here. Let's go.
Hashtag YouTube Kids. Let's go.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Some of those kids are making more money than we are.
It's like for example, you ever watch MasterChef?
Mm.
MasterChef Junior.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
have kids
Like
now.
there's kids making like the hardest dishes that some adults can't even make.
True.
Like what?
Hashtag Jenga kids.
Jenga's or
Kids Bop.
Jenga kid. Oh, I like that.
Kids Bob.
Kids Bob. I like that too. That's a good one.
So bad.
The next album is Jenga's Kids Bop album.
But yeah, if any vocalists, well, I'm not really looking for like a type of style. I mean, it's just like whatever we can do to work to fit the song. That we'll see how it goes. So but it could be female or male, whichever.
Heavy auto tune, maybe.
It's a melodic, so more like
Okay.
piano based.
Are you willing to share the track in the server?
Um, let me see. Let me check my sound. If I have it on SoundCloud,
That may help anyone who's interested in
Yes. Okay.
I can sing in the
Okay.
style of Britney Spears. That's from Elmo, right there.
We know that. We got a clip of that. And he
let
can sing
me
like a Disney princess.
let me see. Okay. Where I'm trying to see if I can get the link. Oh yeah, here you go. Share.
I am a princess. What do you mean?
So I call it Ray. It's called Raven, but that's not. I'm probably gonna change the name, but let me copy the link.
Well, you don't have to do it right now either, but that's something you could make it an announcement. Type up an announcement in the server.
Okay, yeah. I do have the track though, so I'll probably should I post it on the which channel?
The FC channel should be good.
Oh,
Yep.
FC.
Yeah,
Okay.
gets the most eyes on it.
And
Yeah.
Art Force, because I don't
Mhm.
think it'll automatically go there.
Okay.
You can do it in
Yeah.
multiple places. You can do it in social content because it's from your SoundCloud. You can do it in Art Force, tag the musicians, do it in your FC channel because that's your channel.
Okay.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I'll
American
definitely
Idol.
do that. But yeah,
South Force American Idol. Oh my gosh.
Let's do it.
is that
Book it.
American Idol for DJs?
Everyone.
I can spend.
Well, I guess that would be more America's Got Talent because that's everyone.
Bash, to
Nice.
answer your question, I would say yes if we didn't have a Food Force channel for all food related posts. South Force the voice.
Yeah, I will post I'll post the verse of the track. Excuse me, on the server, and probably after this, and then whoever's interested, just let me know, and then we can definitely get to work.
South Force collab. Let's do
So
it.
of course, let's go, man. You will not be disappointed.
So, last call on any more questions out there. If you wanna jot them down real quick. We're winding down to about like we're almost 2 hours in. We have long podcast tours. I've noticed this. We're really long. We're long winded.
We just like talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the talking is just amazing. I love it.
The best part is just getting to know everyone. That's what I love about Sportverse. That's why I've been here for a year. I've been here for a year also. So you know.
I forgot how long I've been here. It hasn't been that long. I think you've been here
since what, like
a
February,
bit though.
January? That early?
Yeah, not even that. Yeah, I'm still pretty recent.
Yeah.
Only a few months.
Do you have long hair? Yoshi would like to know if you have long hair. I also think I being asked earlier if we can see your hair without your hat on.
I have my hair tied back right now.
Everyone wants to see your hair.
My hair's not that great.
It's a hot commodity.
Like this. Wait, hold on. No. My hair's messy.
Nope.
Wait,
no.
Hat hair.
Wait, hold on. No.
He's so indecisive about it.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
You don't have to. I mean, let's take into consideration who's asking.
Look at that. There's the right here.
There's the flow. You
got the hair.
I wasn't prepared to have my hat off. I wasn't. Yeah, because like I was hoping to keep my hat on.
You're good. You don't have to take it off. Don't worry.
We
see the flow. We can see the flow.
All these people with long hair.
Messy.
Long hair, don't curve.
Yeah, my hair is pretty messy.
Oh, good.
Rose got long hair. You got long hair.
Long hair, boys.
Well, because I wasn't prepared, because like I had my hat on most of the time, and then I just tied my hair back because normally I have my hair all the way in the front.
Okay.
Like kind of like covering my eyes, more like a e-boy type
Emo
of look.
Boy.
E-boy. My God.
I'm still in the process of like growing my hair. I'm trying to grow my hair. My hair's messy right now because I never got a cut yet, but I'm trying to like grow the top of my hair and shave the sides. It's the sides that's making it look ugly, because when I tie it back, the sides are still kind of sticking out.
Oh, I still get those too. It's really annoying.
Yeah, it's
little
really
short hairs that stick out.
Annoying.
Yeah. I think that's normal.
The flyaways. That's what I learned from my sister. They're
that's
called
what it's
flyaways.
called.
The flyaways.
Just hold my hair.
Mine are little tiny curls.
Yeah, so
though.
with my hat off, I look weird right now with my hat off. But trust me, I don't always look like this, so I look way better.
Yeah, hat hair.
Hat hair. It's hat hair.
My
It's hat hair.
my head's too big for a hat, but I'm sure I'd have it too. So back off.
my hair is too big for hats. I have to straighten my hair to wear a hat.
I've never found a hat that fits my head, ever.
Really?
You need the one size fit all.
Yeah, right.
One size fits all one. That way you can just stretch.
Yeah.
Even beanies?
Or do they?
Some
I'm pretty sure they have
beanies look
beanies too.
stupid on me, like dumb.
Oh, I know. I feel that too. So I can't wear beanies. Like I usually wear them all the way down.
I have full on condom head syndrome with those
Oh my
beanies on. And it looks bad. It's bad.
I don't like taking my hat off too. That's Yoshi. I don't.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't like taking my hat off.
There's a reason.
New challenge: make Yoshi take off his hat.
I don't know if you want that.
Send us a pic.
Pixar didn't happen.
I'm just kidding, Yoshi. I love you. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I like saying that. Picture it didn't happen.
How about when Brose shaves his hair off, Yoshi will take off his hat.
Oh my god. He's just like
never gonna happen.
That's a big, like I said, that's like a 10K donut right there.
Oh my gosh.
$10,000, and I'll shave my head.
See, I wouldn't even do it for that much.
I would. You know what you do with 10K?
Buy a weave.
I buy a DDR machine.
I thought you said buy weed. I'm like, oh no.
No, buy a weave. You need new hair.
I would shave my head for 10K.
Need some
Elmo,
buds.
maybe.
Need some buds, buddy. Buds, buddy.
Oh man.
So normally at the end of our pods, we raid the podcast E. But since you are not a streamer, we now need to collectively choose who we are going to raid and take all of this hype elsewhere.
You guys want to hear my track first before we start?
Yes.
Everyone want to hear my track?
I'm going to mute myself.
Oh yeah, I should mute myself too. All right, let me get it ready first.
So how about this? I'll play the track. Because we're streaming through my computer. You can send me it.
Here, yeah, I gotta send you a new link because the one that you listened to, I took down the link.
Okay. So you send me it, and then as we go into our scene with the SF Live stuff, we'll play that and we'll raid out to who do we want to raid, guys?
Who wants to raid today?
Who do we want to raid? We got some live now people over in.
Sure do.
We don't have.
Elmo's been live
PFA.
this whole time.
Has he?
Yeah.
Do we do a brother raid?
Wait, who's live right now?
Elmo's live right now. He's been live. He's been streaming the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Let's go, brother.
Brother raid.
Elmo. Brother raid.
Elmo, turn off the stream. Turn off the stream, dude. Turn it off.
Elmo,
It's
you
a
don't know what
surprise.
we're talking about right now.
It's a surprise. Go away.
You weren't supposed to hear anything.
Go
Bro.
away.
Leave.
Get out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
Close tab.
Close tab. What happened? Exactly. Don't worry. Turn the stream off. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Fine.
Let me grab this track.
You better get ready, Elmo. You better get ready.
We have a couple minutes while Brose's getting Jenga's song ready. So any last minute questions, just tag Subforce in the chat. I'm super excited to hear this.
Yeah.
So is this the song? Is this the song that you are looking for a vocalist for, or is this?
Oh no, it's just one of my tracks. But after this, I'll post in. I would say I'll post in the feature creator channel, and the track that I need the vocalist for, and whoever's
and
interested.
Artforce.
And Artforce.
Yes, and Artforce. Yeah.
We have two last minute questions. Jam wants to know what your favorite color is, and Vash really, really badly wants you to pinch your cheeks for some reason.
He's asked a couple times. Yes.
Wait, did that show me?
I don't know.
I got
Why?
I got baby cheeks, baby fat. I like
Also,
my smile.
I think all three of us have chubby cheeks.
I got chubby everything. It's okay.
I got you.
They're kawaii.
Yeah, they-
Jesus, this chubby gang.
And
Okay.
your favorite color? What's your favorite?
um, my favorite color. Mm, well, I wear a lot of black, but I would say like I like red. Like I like
I guessed
it's in
it.
my brand. It's
True.
in my brand. I like
I was
I
gonna
red.
guessed
say
it.
it's gotta be red,
I
right?
was thinking black
Yeah.
and red.
Yeah, I love wearing black and red like together. And then if it has like those three colors that are in my brand, I love wearing those type of three colors like together. Like those three colors together go so well together. For me, in my opinion.
All
I
right.
agree.
So since we're getting to the end here, how about you start telling us where we can find you on across all social media?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify. They're all included in the chat. So that's where SoundCloud and Spotify where I post all my music, and for any music upcoming or like upcoming events updates, if anything, I have a Twitter, Instagram. I do have a Twitch, but I'm still in the process of getting my schedule together for the streams, but I will be on Twitch soon, and when I do, I will make an announcement that when I start streaming or when my first stream will be. So I will definitely keep all you guys updated, and I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today in the podcast. You guys,
And we do have your Twitch link, so proactively go give him a follow. He's gonna be streaming soon, so go give him a follow and go boost your support in the Booster Level channel. And since he is our featured creator, extra 25%.
25%, baby.
Yes.
So go give his
Oh.
Twitch a follow. Go give his links a follow. And go
Absolutely.
boost it.
Follow me. I'll follow you back. Don't worry.
Guys, I want to say thank you for hanging out with us, chilling in the Sub Force podcast, chatting it up. It means a lot to us. Stick around. We're going to raid Elmo, that is Jenga's brother. Yeah, we'll see you next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Wednesday.
If you guys want to mute yourselves, I'm going to blast this track real quick. Where is the